Hey, how's everybody doing? This your guy Tori back on Cycle Breakers Healing. And today I want to talk to y'all about a serious topic, one that's been on my mind, and I might even rant a little bit. So subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you tuning in and share this information with somebody who could benefit from it. And today, what I want to talk about is the idolizing that people do when it comes to celebrities, athletes, and those who have a lot of money. Don't you know that when you idolize people, when you listen to people because of their status, because of the things that they have, because of the stature that they have in this world, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are putting yourself down. You are telling yourself that if these people can get behind certain things, I need to get behind it too because they are worth more than me. Do you understand? See, we live in a world full of, you know, corporate sponsorships, full of corporate endorsements. You have athletes, you know, endorsing certain products. And, a lot of times it even gets to the point to where, we idolizing these celebrities' lives and the things that they are doing in the world. And the whole time we are missing the facts of what's truly going on. Don't you know that the powers that be utilize these people to bring forth their agenda? Think about it. Yeah, when these athletes and these celebrities endorse products, they are being paid. Okay? And a lot of y'all gonna say that I'm hating, and a lot of y'all gonna say that I don't know what I'm talking about, but just listen to me. Okay? When certain things go on in this world, the first thing that happens is a celebrity would jump out in front of a situation. Say, for instance, that there's a child in the black community, that may have got misused by the police and certain things. Ain't it always a Al Sharpton that comes out and try to calm the people down? Don't you know that when Pfizer and these other companies have a new medical, solution for the ills of the world, they bring in celebrities because they know that's what y'all respect. You understand what I'm saying? If a guy can dunk a basketball, if he can catch a touchdown or whatever, he's you know, the expert on why you should buy this product, why you should take this medicine. And man, it is all foolishness. Okay? What you need to be doing is making the type of moves that benefit you and your family. Man, I get so tired of seeing people, taking the advice of celebrities over the very people that love them the most. Okay? And a lot of it has to do simply with idolatry. People go to church every week, they read their Bible, they listen to their pastor. Most of them don't even know the scriptures, okay? And the Bible warns us about idolatry. But it seems like no one has gotten the message when it comes to idolatry. You know, it's a lot of people around here, they got to wear Jordans, and half of them can't even pay their rent half of the time. But they looking fly and fresh though. They got the Gucci on. They wearing Louis. They got them red bottoms on their feet because the celebrities is doing it. So hey, I gotta do it. Even though my lifestyle, my way of living, my finances can't even afford the stuff half of the time. And so I just want you to think about that. This is a deep dive, man. We got to think about what's going on. Malcolm X warned us about letting celebrities and athletes be our leaders. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I can go just right back to the Kamala Harris campaign when she had Megan Thee Stallion and every other celebrity out here campaigning for her. And a lot of us never really took the time to really look at what was truly going on. See, it's not about what's right anymore. It's about, who do I like? Do you understand? And who you like, man, it don't really even matter, okay? Because everything needs to be done in truth and in fact. And so the first thing we got to understand is a lot of these celebrities, they are controlled, okay? And if they're not controlled by an entity, they controlled by the check that they getting from that entity, okay? And with the advent of social medias, you got a lot of popular creators out here endorsing certain dysfunctional things in life, going with the flow of no matter what goes on. A lot of them will compromise their own well-being just for a check. And so us, the working class citizens of the world, man, we done got so in love with these celebrities' lives and stuff like that. We began to take sides against the very people in our family behind government directives, you know what I'm saying? Behind certain products, behind certain, ideologies that be passed through us through these celebrities and through these athletes. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching movies. I like certain sports and stuff like that. But I understand I am the one that's in control of my life. You understand what I'm saying? See, if I like a pair of Jordans, I'll buy them because I like those Jordans. Not because society done set a standard that, we got to wear Jordans or we got to have, like I said, we got to have flies rides. You got a lot of people out here driving around in cars that they struggling to even pay for because they trying to uplift themselves to live a certain standard of living based on a celebrity, not understanding that the celebrity can do that. The celebrity is in a position. The celebrity has the money to do certain things. And man, it done infected every part of our lives, even with our women out here. Our women out here, they put down men because men don't have certain things that these celebrities have or are capable of doing, and ruining their own lives, ruining families, not caring about their own children because they trying to project a certain lifestyle because society say it's cool. But I'm here to tell you, if you're not doing what's best for you, not best for your finances, not best for your family, your children, and the things that's going to make your life better as an individual, you're fooling yourself. I'm going to say that again. You're fooling yourself because deep inside, a lot of these people are empty. Do you understand what I'm saying? What profited a man to gain the world and lose his soul? But every day, people are stepping up to lose their soul. And I'm not sending this out to the children because the children, their brains ain't fully developed. You understand what I'm saying? They attracted to shiny things and whatnot. But I'm talking to you adults. Yeah, a lot of you adults out here tripping for real. And that's because, first of all, you're not self aware. You don't know who you are. And you just out here pretending like you're doing it, like you got it all, like you know what I'm saying, like you're doing big things in this world. But I'm going to tell you, when you look in that mirror, you don't see them celebrities. You see yourself. When you open your checkbook, look at your bank account and see what's not in it, you fooling yourself. And so I'm saying all this because, man, we got to get back to truth. We got to get back to honesty in this world. We got to get back to doing the things that's right for us and not worrying about what people are endorsing, what people of certain stature say that we should do. Because a lot of times it's all driven by agenda. And those agendas, whether you want to believe it or not, has no bearing on your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, it's a lot of people out here not happy because they trying to keep up with the Joneses. But if the Joneses got the money and you don't, man, it's not going to help you in the end. So you need to be doing things that's going to promote your own well-being, the well-being of your family, your children, and those that you love. So stop worrying about what the guy on social media is doing. Stop worrying about the clothes that the millionaire is wearing. Stop worrying about, you know, uh, all the mandates and all the things that we say that we should be, I mean, that they say that we should be doing, all the things that they say we should be following. It's a lot of people out here, man. They get so upset about who's Republican, who's Democrat, when it really don't matter to you and your situation. Because first of all, you don't have the money to affect change. You understand what I'm saying? You out here, getting mad at people over their political views and stuff like that, not realizing that both of these parties, they sit up in the same building all day having lunch and dinner together, but they paint a certain image to you. Then you take it as truth and get all riled up with people. People can't talk to you about nothing, and because they don't believe what you believe in, you upset with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, it's foolishness, and it's not really doing nothing to uplift your own life. So stop being so worried about what celebrities are doing. Stop worrying about what certain people say they got to have to make their life great, because their life is not your life. You need to be worrying about living your life. Every day, time is passing by while you out here pretending, faking, and just acting a fool behind things that you have no control over. And so I'm just putting this message out into the world. Hopefully it'll help somebody. But stop idolizing these celebrities. Man, you don't know what they do when they off camera, when they at home. You don't know what type of person they truly are. And that's real. You don't. It's okay to admire people for the things that they've accomplished in the world and stuff like that. But always realize that it's always your life gonna always come down to you and what you're doing. So stop taking these people's ideology, their thoughts, their actions, and trying to put them and integrate them into your life. You only have one life to live, and so you should be trying to do the best for yourself. I get so sick and tired of hearing all these conversations about what these celebrities done, who they dating, you know what I'm saying? Why did they get in trouble and things like that? Man, these are people that live just like you with way more money. And so understand that you need to be taking the time to do what's best for you. Figure out what product works best for you. And you trying to project the image out here, but the people around you know that you don't have what you say you have. So it's just best to be truth with yourself. Have some self-awareness and understand that you here to make your life great. You're not here to imitate nobody. You're not here to copy nobody. You're here to do the things that's gonna make your life a success. And so, like I said, I was just ranting a little bit, but man, it's just crazy, man. I just think of so many situations when that what's the name, that jab came out. The first people that was out here running, they ran out in front of y'all was celebrities to tell y'all that y'all needed to do it and stuff like that. And a lot of them celebrities that they brought back needed that check at that time. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them had faded out. They wasn't even in the spotlight no more. But they brought them back to tell you that you needed to do that to make yourself safe. When all you had to do was just have some trust and belief and get your spirit right, and you can overcome anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of times you don't know what these people are doing behind the scenes. You don't know what kind of lives they are truly living. And to my ladies out there, man, it's just crazy how, you know, relationships and stuff like that have been, just wrecked and destroyed because a lot of women then became tyrannical because they tell you, you better be 6 foot, you better make six figures or better, or I can't date you. And that's fine. We won't date you. And I'm not saying that for the females too. It's a lot of guys out here doing the same thing. They trying to project the image because they feel like that's what the women want. And at the same time, most of these guys are simping. See, the reason why a lot of these women say a lot of the things that they say online is because there's some man behind the scenes uplifting it, promoting it, spending his money on it. So that's why they are so bold in a lot of things that they say and do. And so understand this, man. We are destroying ourselves with idiocracy. Yeah, we celebrating dysfunction at all turns. You understand what I'm saying? And then when it comes to the political aspect of things, we out here against each other, not realizing that all these politicians are friends, and it don't matter who is sitting up in the White House, the agenda still goes on. And so, man, you just gotta, what's the name? Start looking in the mirror and looking at yourself, evaluating yourself and what you're doing in your life, because that's the only way you're gonna turn things around for yourself. And we need to just stop, get out of the attitude of playing with each other, lying, cheat, stealing, trying to get a piece of this pie. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they'll do anything for the American dream. They'll sell drugs. They'll scam. They'll steal. They'll rob. They'll kill just to get that bag. And man, we gotta get off of that, because it's gonna all lead to destruction no matter what you think about it. And so yeah, we gotta start doing what's right for ourselves and our families, and tune out all the distraction, because that's what all of it is. You know what I'm saying? This is distraction. The sports, football, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever it is. I love it. I like sports. I think sports can be a great teacher, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to certain things. But don't let these people that play these sports determine the way you live your life. Don't let these actors, these influencers, affect the products and things that you buy. Understand and what you're capable of and what's going to be best served in your life first. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I said, it's cool to respect these people for what they do and the accomplishments that they have made, but they will not put her, they are not leaders. Do you understand what I'm saying? True leaders lead out of love, and that's real. True leaders, if you're a true leader, you know what I'm talking about, because you lead people and you give people the advice because you love them, not because you stand to gain something from it. And so we just need to change our perspective in this world. That's why so many people are sheep led to the slaughter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of people are sheep and they're being led to the slaughter because they get all tangled up in this glorification. You see, you look at the movies and the TV shows nowadays that come on TV. A lot of times you got to compromise your own values just to watch these things. Like we don't even see the agenda that's being pushed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Behind a lot of these TV shows, a lot of these movies. Then they get these celebrities to come in, and say, hey, it's cool. You need to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But understand, man, these people are a lot of times bought and paid for. A lot of community leaders and things of that do stuff because they have something to gain. It's not because they care about you. It's up to you to make the decisions that's gonna uplift your life. And you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I just wanted to come and say that today and get it off my chest, because I see children, you know, children they're easily influenced and they follow the things, like I said, that's bright and shiny. But we live in a time now where the adults are doing the exact same thing. So where are they supposed to get their guidance and leadership from? Stop it. And I do mean stop it. Pay attention to what's truly going on. And like I said, you got to hold yourself accountable for your own actions, because a lot of times when things not going right for us, it's because of these hands, you know. And a lot of times we do things that self-destruct ourselves. And so I'm just saying that as a warning to everybody. Stop being so willing to follow these celebrities and these influencers, these athletes, these politicians who all have something to gain by leading you to the slaughter. And so I just want to say that I hope I help somebody today. Take control of your own life. Stop letting what somebody else said influences the decisions you make. Because you out here living a regular life, but they are living a superstar life. with meaning that they have the fame, they have the money, they have the means, they have the connections, and a lot of you don't. And so it's kind of hard to try to uplift yourself and live like they are living without the same resources. So it all comes back to self-awareness. Okay. So when you see people that support, certain products, support certain lifestyles, supporting certain ways of doing things, you got to think about it and ask yourself why. And ask yourself, does this benefit me in my life? Because there's a lot of people out here living like fools, trying to project the image that they can't maintain. And I don't want that to be you. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to, you know what I'm saying? You got your own mind. You can think for yourself. You can decide whether something is beneficial to you or it's not. And so check yourself. And if you living above your means, trying to project the image, trying to keep up with the Joneses, I feel for you. Because at some point, you're going to end up falling on your face. Because instead of doing you, you was trying to do them. And doing them would never work for you. Cycle Breakers Healing. Like and subscribe to the video and share it with somebody who could use the information, man. You are an autonomous being. You have the ability to accomplish some of the same things if you just put your mind and your effort to that. Leave the distractions alone and get back to doing what's right for you. Cycle breakers.